what's up? My name's Lindy. Today we're going to be discussing my blowout, which is my go-to look in the winter. I literally rock this for like 7 days. It gets better and better as it kind of falls out and loosens up. I actually did a video last winter about how I do my blowouts, but since then my technique, tools, and haircut even have changed, so figured we would just kind of catch up, get up to speed, discuss how I'm doing it now. Okay, right off the bat, asked for my haircut. Let me just fill you in on that. I asked for a lot of face framing angled layers as well as long curtain bangs. Mine are about to my chin. But then once I do like my blow dry and then my hair kind of curls up and, you know, dries, they definitely rise up. Let me show you guys what I mean by angled layers. You can see that's kind of like a V, like this. This haircut works especially well with blowouts, I feel, because all the little shorter pieces around your face give you a lot of like movement and body. I'm actually filming this at 11 a.m. the day after doing my blow dry because usually I do this at night. This is kind of one of those things where I think it looks better the second day. Here we go, let's take it from the top. We'll start with what I used in the shower. I used the Aussie Total Miracle 7-in-1 shampoo. I'm not very strict about what I use in the shower. I like the Aussie shampoos, I like Aussie conditioners. And then I have been using this liquid glass conditioner from DRYBAR. It came in a set and I love it. It smells really good and it feels really good for like this type of hairstyle. I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair out of this towel, but it's still way too wet to blow dry it, so I'm just gonna chill out for like probably, I don't know, 30 minutes. I want to let my hair get to like 90% dry. That way it takes way less time to style, and way less time styling it means way less heat, which means way less damage. So I like to let my hair get almost dry before I start styling. It's been like 20 minutes and I'm not gonna start blow drying quite yet, but I am gonna use this Jumpstart Quick Dry Blow Dry Serum from DRYBAR. These little mini DRYBAR products that I'm gonna use throughout this all came in a set, using like 3 pumps of it. I've never used a blowout serum until this one and I like it so far. It's heat protectant and it smooths everything out. I don't know how much this one is, so I'm not sure that I'll be buying the big size, but if you have a recommendation, let me know. See you guys in like 10 minutes. I'm just about ready to start. I think you're supposed to start on the top, but I don't want to. I don't like it. Something about starting up there stresses me out. So I like to do the bottom layer and then work on the top separately. Here we have the bottom layer, and I'm gonna be using this blow dryer brush that's like the blow dryer brush that everyone and their mom has, but it's from DRYBAR. It's a part of a DRYBAR set that I have been mentioning. I have the Revlon one as well, and I use the Revlon one for like almost a year now, and a lot of people were asking me which one I prefer. So far, the DRYBAR one. The bristles are like a way higher quality and it's a little bit lighter and it doesn't get as hot, which I like because it feels like less damaging and it feels less risky. Like with the Revlon one, if you have it, you know what I'm talking about. It feels like at any moment you could burn your hair off. This doesn't freak me out. So if you haven't ever used a blow dryer brush though, I would say to get the Revlon one and see if it's something you're really going to use, because like I said, I've been using it regularly for like a year. So it made sense for me to try this one. For these pieces, it's pretty easy, so that's good. I'll take the individual pieces, pull the brush through, and then when I get to the end, start curling under. And just do that a bunch. And sometimes I'll roll it all the way back up to the top, turn it to the cool option, let it set. Turning it on the cool like sets the curl, and then I'll unroll it. And then that's what I'll do all over the bottom. You can curl it towards your face. You can curl it away from your face. I think I'm gonna do away from my face right now, but it all ends up kind of falling the same way. Alright, so I go ahead and try to make sure, first of all, that the roots and like mid shaft are dry before I even try to curl the ends up, because otherwise it'll get frizzy and fuzzy over time. So really make sure that you're pulling the root and whole length of the hair taut before you curl. Then as I'm pulling it out, I'm just kind of boop, curling it. There you have it. I'm just gonna do that all over the bottom section of my hair. Where'd you find me? Find me. I've been hiding. We've been trying. Now we're both free. It was supposed to be. Alright, so there is that whole side all done. It took like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna just go ahead and kind of brush it all together a few times just to smooth it and kind of get it all popping together, but perfect. It feels super smooth and bouncy. I love that. And obviously like they are flowing outwards, but if you curled it all under, they would be going this way, which is also a super cute look. I'm kind of grabbing like vertical pieces. You see what I mean? Does that make sense? Bada bing, bada boom. I do take a little bit more time and try to make sure that I'm doing each piece as good as I can, because I make this style last me for like a week. I'm gonna do a video on that as well, like how I keep my hair going for 7 to 9 days. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this bottom section split in the front and I'm gonna let this down. taking a breather before I deal with this. I will say though, using just the blow dryer brush is so much easier than using a round brush and a blow dryer. Like my arms hurt way less. Put like the bang to crown section up and we'll worry about that last. Let's pull all of this to the front, grab it, and then put the dry hair in the back. This is just kind of how it works for me. Okay, as you saw, I was taking vertical sections there and I want some more volume here. So what I'll do for the roots is take more toward horizontal sections, not necessarily completely horizontal, but not worrying so much about fanning outwards right now, but instead like rolling under and up. And then I'll do the actual ends of the hair outward after I get the roots dry. I'll just show you because it'll make more sense probably.
Make sure that the root and mid shaft area are completely smooth and frizz-free. And then also I'm just holding it up in the air while it cools down, so that way the volume kind of like locks in those roots, and then worrying about curling.
Okay, so with these front pieces, I'm going to curl them up and I'm going to put them in rollers. The rollers that I have are from this pack from Walgreens, except for I do have two really big ones from an old Drybar kit, but I'm just going to use those on the crown section of my hair later. But for right now, I'm going to use these pink ones, if I could get this little yellow one out. And I'm going to roll it upward once I get done blow drying it. And this is like the section closest to my face in this layer. I have two sections that are both horizontal. Unrolling it down while it's still warm, putting it in the roller and rolling it up. And then, like, technically this should stay, but they always fall out on me, so I have some barrettes and bobby pins that I use to just boop. Okay, now this section. Same thing, I'm gonna try to make sure that the root is really dry and has a lot of volume, and then roll up. And then this, like rolling them up, just kind of creates more of a curl. Lately I had been more into that. Like I love to have the volume in the body of like rolling it under, but then whenever I would get done with the blowout, I would always want to add some extra curls towards the front, so this just kind of helps me achieve that. Things are nearly dry, which is honestly so good because it's so much easier and faster when it's almost dry.
And you can see in these pieces how aggressively I'm like directing them upward for the volume purposes. Love that. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
It's kind of a wider section than I did on the other one, but whatever. Like, I don't know what I just did there. Should I not have rolled that up? That doesn't feel like the right piece. Yeah, these sections we're gonna roll. Okay, that was weird. All right, there we have the second layer done and in rollers. So for this section, we're gonna have an ordeal on our hands. We're gonna put the back pieces in these bigger rollers, and then we're gonna put smaller, like the pink ones, on the bangs. All right, so here we have it. I'm just grabbing the back chunk. Boop. Okay, and we're gonna blow dry this under for volume and body.
Making sure to lift up the whole time. I'm literally never blow drying at a downward angle. I don't want to flatten it at all.
Okay, grabbing a big roller. Boom, and I'm out of clippy, so I have to use bobby pins. This whole section is going to be going back and under. My last big roller. Now we are just left with this. And this is like half long hair and half bangs. So that's unfortunate. To make a long story short, we're just gonna do our best. I'm gonna try and fit two of these right here. Wish me luck. This is taking a lot of focus. And now lastly, the bangs. Hopefully these don't get messed up because I kind of feel like they're the most important part of the whole shebang, but if they do, I can just redo them. It's fine. Whew, okay. All right, there you freaking have it. And you could give these a blast with like a hair dryer or even with the blow dryer brush with like a little bit of heat to make sure they're setting. Let's do that, why not? Just a little extra heat, make sure they're locked in. Usually at this point I would do my makeup, make sure that they're completely cooled down, and then we'll take them out. I'm going to film vertically to take them out. I'm so sorry, but I want to put it on TikTok too, so let's take them out.
To take them out, you just gently unroll, and then when I get to the ends, I kind of am like twisting the curler in the direction of the curl, you know, just to kind of, I don't know, encourage it to keep curling. I don't want to flatten it out on accident.
This one's really stuck. Uh-oh. No joke, this is how my hair looks at first. I have to sleep on it for it to look normal. Okay, so you guys just saw me take them all out, and this is literally how freaking big my hair looks after I take them all out. I know, it's insane. Now to smooth it all out, I'm gonna use Chaser from DRYBAR. It is a high shine finishing cream. Feels really good, smells really good, as most DRYBAR products do. Couple pumps. I'm just gonna put it through the ends. And then whatever's left goes on the roots. Usually I do this at night. It's like about 4 o'clock right now, and I go to bed, and then when I wake up in the morning, my hair looks wearable. You guys will ask how I sleep on my hair. Let me just show you like the movement that I do. This is gonna be a really weird angle, but let me just explain. When I'm laying there, I will take my hair and go like this on the pillow and sleep. So that way it doesn't get pressed down flat, you know what I mean? I don't put it up, I don't wear it in a clip, I just do this. Okay, see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning, it's the next day. Here's how my hair looks. I'm okay with the bangs, but I kind of want to give them a little bit of extra zhuzh. I had a bad feeling that they were going to get messed up, and I'm kind of not loving what they're doing, so I'm going to show you guys how I just kind of give those the extra little oomph that they need in the morning, and then I'm good to go for like a week. I'm going to be using just a regular curling iron. This is super old. It's from Conair. It's 1 1/4 inch. I'm literally just going to take the bangs and curl them backwards and then put them in a roller. My iron is still heating up, but honestly that's fine because I don't really need it to be super hot anyway. All right, so I'm putting the barrel on top. Rolling it up. Putting the roller in while they're still warm. So now we're just gonna chill here until it cools. And then this is something that I'll also do like throughout the week if I feel like I'm looking like dull, drab, needs some zhuzh, you know what I mean? So this is just kind of like another little step that you can do to help you out along the way. This is also kind of why I was nervous to even film a video like this, and I kept putting it off because there's so many like little things like this that I'm like, oh well, I'll do my hair like this one day and then 3 days later I'll have to redo the bangs like this or something. So anyway, I just wanted to show you each step, give you some of my reasoning and what works for me. So this is feeling cool. Let's go ahead and take it out. Yeah, those look good. This side keeps wanting to fall though. Slash, I feel like I parted it over too far, but that's like way too far gone to fix at this point. I'll also sometimes curl them like this if I'm like really getting mad and they're not doing what I want. There we go. If you want some extra volume at the root sometimes, I'll take the curling iron, take the barrel, put it right at the root and roll under. And then hold that up while it cools down. And it'll just add some little like whoop, whoop, you know? There you have it. And if you usually use hairspray, this would be the time to do that. I don't because my hair is dry and crusty as it is, so it's not going anywhere. In my opinion, as this falls, it just gets better. Hit me up on Instagram and TikTok if you don't. Also, I'm filming a video about how I wear this hairstyle for 7 days, so stay tuned for that if you want to see that. All right,